Hello and welcome to the One Life Church devotional series. We cover the entire Bible in 20 months. Well, today's chapters are 1 Kings 4 and 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Now, I'm down here in our garage beneath our apartment, and I'm standing next to a surf ski, which has been mothballed for the moment, and my canoe, which is on the floor. It's very sad. I can't paddle at the moment because I had an accident about 6 weeks ago where I dislocated my right shoulder. And so I have one tendon that is not yet healed. My whole body is fine. My lungs are fine, my arms are fine, everything's fine except one little tendon. Now because of that one tendon, I can't paddle. I can't go out to sea. And so I'm beached. I'm stuck because of, and this tendon's probably only that long. This is what it says in 1 Corinthians 12. The body is not made up of one part, but many. Now, if the foot should say, because I'm not a hand, I don't belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. I can attest to that. One little tendon, and my whole life has come to a standstill in terms of my fun and my sport and my fitness. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. The day that this tendon comes right, I am going to be out at sea. I'm heading towards Robben Island. It's going to be a great, great day. Now, you are the body of Christ. Paul is using this example to describe that we're the body of Christ, and each one is part of it. And each one has been placed exactly where God wanted it to be, it says in verse 20. So the eye can't say to the hand, I don't need you. And the head can't say to the foot, I don't need you. The weaker parts, in fact, are indispensable. This part is indispensable. So Paul's going to great lengths to use this metaphor to describe to you and to me that every one of us has a role to play. Even if you think you're tucked away and nobody cares, you've got a role to play. He uses this to describe the different gifts that are in the church. He says, some of you have knowledge. Some of you have wisdom. Some of you have gifts of healing, miraculous powers, prophecy, distinguished between spirits. Some of you care. Some of you administrate. Some of you love. Some of you know how to relate to people. And each have a critical role to play in the body. Don't despise it. He says, those who are despised, God gives special honor. He looks at those that haven't got the profile. You know, my face has my profile. The outer form has my profile. But God looks at the other ones and he says, those ones are afforded special honor. Now, 1 Kings chapter 4 is Solomon describing his kingdom. And, you know, what we see in this kingdom is that he puts priests and secretaries and recorders and commanders and chiefs and district governors and advisors to the king and administrators, those in charge of labor. Everyone has its role. And this is what verse 20 says. The people of Judah and Israel were as numerous as the sands on the seashore. They ate and drank and were happy, and they lived at peace on all sides. And God gave Solomon wisdom, and his fame spread amongst all the people. And he spoke 3,000 proverbs. He spoke more than 1,000 songs. And people came from all over the world to listen to his wisdom. What wisdom? Well, he spoke about nature. He spoke about science. But he also put the pieces in his kingdom together. The governors brought in the food. The advisors played their role. The priests played their role. He had a way of getting the body to fit. Now, the body of Jesus comprises you and me, and he makes it fit. Our encouragement today is, especially if you're feeling like a little tendon, especially if you're feeling like you're out of the way, Jesus says special honor, role to play, indispensable in the kingdom. This is the importance of being rooted in a local church, connected to Jesus, who is the head. And, you know, people who are disillusioned with the church can cut themselves out and say, I don't like organized church. What is that? What is that comment? I don't like organized church. I want to be an island, be by myself, create my own little church. No, he's head of the church. Now, we mess things up in the church, but the reality is it's his church. And even when we don't handle it well, he fits us together. His word to you today, you're uniquely gifted, uniquely placed,